We got a classic punk band that came about in the early 80s that's going to be in my playlist. It's a band called Circle Jerks. And yes, I feel funny saying that out loud, but as the name of the band. But from the Circle Jerks, we'll play Wild in the Streets from Trust Records. This right now has over 500,000 views. First, this video came out. This video came out in 1988. It was released for YouTube in 2022, remastered, and it looks pretty solid. But it has some credits. Some interesting people was in this video, which included bandmates of Circle Jerks, that Eric Coston, Victoria Rugsi, Lance Mountain, Kevin Spanky Long, and Steve Olson. This also features Sal Barber, Rowan Zolila, Sean Malto, Ania Leah, Christian Hosho, and a very young Tony Hawk. He was very early in his career. He was a young skateboarding guy, probably in his early 20s, but he does tricks in this video. He later on become a powerhouse name. So that and many other of their friends, fans of punk rock, they are loud and about in this video, so please check it out. Now, up next, after you hear that music video, I got a young act. He comes out of Oakland, California. He goes by the name Still Woozy. And you can check out a video called All Your Life. It's on the Still Woozy channel. At this moment, it's had 475,000 views. And this came out March of last year. So it's almost a year old. This video was brought to you by Still Woozy Productions under exclusive license to Interscope Records, division of UMG Recordings. So he is a young music performer that has a record deal with a major music company. And if this goes well, he might become the next big thing in music, as he's going to be performing at Coachella, one of the biggest stages to have in his home state. And he's I like this track that I'm going to play for you. So I hope you enjoy. Now, up next, we have a legendary dance band, but they have a lot of ties to the California area as they have a lot of business partners, a big following on the West Coast. But this band is going to be at Coachella on the Sunday Night Series for this year is Basement Jaxx. And I'm going to play their big dance hit, Where's Your Head At? This comes off the Basement Jaxx channel, which has 27 million views at the moment. When this song first came out in the year 2000, this music video was directed by Traktor. And this video features an actor named Damian Samuels. He's entering a mental hospital in Krug, and he calls it the armpit of nowhere as he refers to it. He meets a man who now makes the claim that this is the latest thing in pop music. And Crazy comes in there, and there's a bunch of humans that look like animals, mostly monkeys. They're just running around causing a mess. And they want him to become a monkey. Like they want to strap him up in this machine, and he becomes a monkey, and all heck breaks loose. And the scientist is featured, the feature actor in this film is Peter Janess. Now, I'm not familiar with him, but they thought enough to give him credit. He's the star actor. There's the monkeys that are in the video. That also includes bandmates Felix Buxton and Simon Ratcliffe. They are the two leaders for Basement Jaxx. They're in it, having a good time. Now let's get to our headline act for Sunday, April 13 and April 20. This guy is America's sweetheart. He's going to headline the big night for this year's big concert. The headline act is Post Malone. Now, I may have been joking when I said he's America's sweetheart. I know women like him, and I mean, he's a talented guy. I just think he looks weird. All those tattoos on his face. I wouldn't want that on my face. I don't really know if he rocks it all that well, but that's who he is. He's got to live with his tattoos all over his body and face, and piercings. He's got some of that as well. But enough about that. He does make some really good music. He's a very talented young man. I'm going to play three of his tracks. One track I'm going to play from Post Malone is Only Want to Be With You. This video was part of the Pokemon 25 virtual concert, as lots of Pokemon characters are in this video. And this is a cover of Hootie and the Blowfish and their track from the Correct Review album, which came out in 1994. I enjoyed that song. This is a nice little cover version of Post Malone. The original song, Only Want to Be With You, it was actually a sports themed song, and it has sports themed music video in which the band is running around. They're on Sports Center, they're playing golf, they're being tackled by football players, doing all sorts of fun sports stuff. And Darius Rucker makes a reference to the Dolphins, making him cry. He's talking about the Miami Dolphins. Well, Post Malone, he updates that in this track version. Post Malone is talking about the Cowboys making him cry because he doesn't like them. He's talking about the Dallas Cowboys. So that's the only thing he really changes from the original version to that one. And of course, the sound of the song has a different tone. It's not hard rocking like the original one. This one has like a little pop auto beat tone, lots of auto beats, and kind of like some. It was kind of like a digitalized horn, if you will. So he played one of his big hits as well, Better Now, which currently has 673 million views. He came out with that back in 2019. The album for that track came from Beer Bongs and Bentleys, and the video director was Adam McGrath. The video producer was Bobby Greenleaf. The video editor was Robert Henley. Post Malone had a song with Morgan Wallen. It was a country pop rock combination, something different for Post Malone. He has a track called I Had Some Help. The two of them perform out in the country bar, having a good time. And as Post Malone, he's really been fixated on his country music this past year. So he's done hip hop, he's done rock, he's done pop, and now he's doing country. So he does a little bit of everything, it seems. But this video that you'll check out has 174 million views. This came out back in the summer of 2024. It comes from the album F1 Trillion, which is out now on Spotify and Apple. All right, so Coachella, have yourself a good time. That's on my bucket list to go to that one day. So with that, until you see me for the next episode, I want you to remember good music is not dead.